Okay, so today we're going to add 3 words to our Subunit 1 Ecosystem Glossary. So the first thing you're going to want to do is set up a comp book page. So our 3 words today are abiotic, biotic, and photosynthesis. And for each one, we're going to define it. We're going to give some examples, some non-examples, and make sure you draw something here that would represent that particular word for you. So our first word, and you're going to see this one as you move through this particular subunit, is the word abiotic. And I would just like to offer up, I'm going to go ahead and put this underneath so you guys can see the definition. And I'll zoom in on this one so you can actually see it a little closer. So abiotic then is the non-living parts of an ecosystem. If you think about A in front of a word being not, and bio meaning life, this literally, we break it down, means not living. Okay, so the non-living parts of the environment. This doesn't mean, again, that it was once alive. So dead things would not be considered abiotic. So some of the examples, and you guys can pause this, but some examples of abiotic in the environment, some important ones, would be water, carbon dioxide, oxygen, the temperature. These are all things that affect the living things, but these things are not living. So that's why they would be considered abiotic. And I'm sure you could come up with some examples of, some non-examples of abiotic. And if you pause the video, but lots of non-examples, anything alive, right? So humans, you could put plants, any animal that you want to put there, but these would be the non-examples. So you could draw here maybe a sunshine, because sunlight would be an abiotic factor, an important one that you could actually add there as well. So abiotic, A again, is not, bio means living. So our second word today is going to be biotic. And if we said abiotic was the non-living, and we said bio means life, well then biotic are the living parts of the environment. So you can see that a little bit better. So biotic, living parts of the environment. And really we can just do the opposite, on our examples and non-examples. So an example could be humans, could be plants, could be deer, okay, anything alive. So my little example here is going to be a lovely little person. And then non-example again could be water, sunlight, because these things are not living. And again, if you break down the bio, the root word for bio is life. So biology then would be the study of living things. All right, and then our last word today should be pretty review for you. This one we've talked about, but we want to make sure we get that down. And again, if you need to pause the video at any point in time. Okay, so our last one, and I'm just going to go ahead and give this to you. And so if we use our word as photosynthesis, and we can see, I'm going to zoom out just a little bit here, is photosynthesis is the chemical reaction of plants taking in sunlight, carbon dioxide, and water to produce glucose and oxygen. And so we know that this is what plants are taking in. We know sunlight is causing these molecules to break apart, to reassemble to make glucose and oxygen. So plants absorbing sunlight and carbon to make food could be an example. You could put plants there because they go through photosynthesis. And then a non-example could be humans. You're also going to hear about something called cellular respiration, which is what animals go through. It is not the same process. So I'll leave that, and if you need to pause it to get that in your notes. But by now, photo is life. Synthesis means to make. And so again, we're using light energy to reassemble, or to break apart carbon dioxide and water We're going to reassemble those to make glucose, which is carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, along with some extra oxygen.